Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Tuesday, May 28th, 2024. Monster show today because we did not have a show yesterday. NBA and NHL Conference Finals, MLB, WNBA, soccer, golf, NASCAR F1, French Open, the season finale of The Masked Singer, which we forgot to get to last week, news and notes, and best bet. We'll start the NBA, the conference finals. We'll go over all the results from the long weekend and look ahead to tonight's Western Conference Finals Game 4. Friday, Mavs over the T-Wolves 109-108 to take a 2-0 series lead. Saturday, Celtics over the Pacers 114-111 take a 3-0 series lead as they come back from 18 down. Sunday, Mavs over the T-Wolves 116-107 to take a 3-0 series lead. And then last night, Celtics beat the Pacers 105-102 to complete the 4-game sweep and move on to their second NBA Finals in 3 years. Obviously, Tyrese Halliburton didn't play due to the hamstring injury, and I gotta be honest, he was there both games. This is 2-2 going back to Boston. All right, now the Mavericks have a chance to close out tonight. 8:30 TNT, they host the T-Wolves. My line here is Mavs by 2, total 224 on the 10th, but that has to change now with the injury to Derek Lively. You would think. So, let's see. No, it doesn't change, weirdly enough. So, still 2 and 2 for 24 and a 10th. And it is Mavs. I'm interested to see this one because I think that's not as high as you think. 2, total 211, so that makes sense. I'm going to take the over because I think Minnesota has nothing to lose here, and I think they're going to come out and shoot the lights out. So I'm going to take the over, and at gunpoint, with the Lively injury, and then Maxi Kleber comes back, which is good, but Derek Lively's better than Maxi Kleber. I think this goes back to Mini for Game 5. You gotta be honest. All right, now we move on to the Stanley Cup playoffs, the conference finals. We'll do the same thing, go over everything from the weekend, look ahead to tonight's Game 4 between the Rangers and the Panthers. So, Friday, Rangers over the Panthers 2-1 in overtime on a overtime goal by Barclay Goodrow, saving up the series at 1 apiece. Saturday, Stars over the Oilers 3-1 as they even up that series at 1 apiece. Sunday, Rangers over the Panthers 5-4 in overtime on a game winner by Alex Wenberg as the Rangers take a 2-1 series lead. And yesterday, the Stars over the Oilers 5-3 as they get a 2-1 series lead after the Oilers had an early 2-0 lead in that game. All right, Eastern Conference Final Game 4, 8 o'clock, ESPN. Rangers-Panthers, Sean McDonough, Ray Ferraro, Emily Kaplan on the call. And obviously the basketball, it's Kevin Harlan, Stan Van Gundy, and Reggie Miller. So the Panthers are home favorites, minus 176. The Rangers are plus 146, over under 5.5. Over is plus 102, under is minus 124. Rangers plus 1.5 is minus 188. Panthers minus 1.5 is plus 166. I'm going to go... Ooh, this is a hard one here. I think Florida evens up tonight. They have to. They're in trouble if they go down through. And I know home ice is irrelevant now, but I think that they have to win here. And them to win regulation is minus 110, so that's the pick for tonight. Panthers in regulation, minus 110. All right, now I'll move on to baseball from the long weekend. We'll do all the results and look ahead to today's slate of games. Friday, Pirates over the Braves 11-5, Tigers over the Jays 6-2, Nats over the Mariners 6-1, Royals over the Rays 8-1, Reds over the Dodgers 9-6, Brewers over the Red Sox 7-2, Giants over the Mets 8-7, Twins over the Rangers 3-2, O's over the White Sox 6-4, Cubs Cardinals rained out makeup day July 13th, Rockies over the Phillies 3-2-11 on a walk-off single by Ezekiel Tovar, Guardians over the Angels 10-4, Astros over the A's 6-3, Yankees over the Padres 8-0, Marlins over the D-backs 3-0. Saturday, Tigers over the Jays 2-1, Giants over the Mets 7-2-10, O's over the White Sox 5-3, Twins over the Rangers 5-3, Pirates over the Braves 4-1, Nats over the Mariners 3-1, A's over the Astros 3-1, Royals over the Rays 7-4-11, Brewers over the Red Sox 6-3, Cardinals over the Cubs 7-6, Reds over the Dodgers 3-1, Phillies over the Rockies 8-4, Guardians over the Angels 4-3, Yankees over the Padres 4-1, D-backs over the Marlins 3-2. Sunday, Tigers over the Blue Jays 14-11, Reds over the Dodgers 4-1, Braves over the Pirates 8-1, Red Sox over the Brewers 2-1, Mariners over the Nationals 9-5, Rays over the Royals 4-1, Mets over the Giants 4-3, O's over the White Sox 4-1, Rangers over the Twins 6-2, Rockies over the Phillies 5-2, Guardians over the Angels 5-4, Astros over the A's 5-2, Padres over the Yankees 5-2, Marlins over the D-backs 3-1, Cardinals over the Cubs 4-3 on Sunday Night Baseball. And then yesterday, O's over the Red Sox 11-3, Twins over the Royals 6-5, Jays over the White Sox 5-1, Brewers over the Cubs 5-1, Rockies over the Guardians 8-6, Dodgers Mets postponed doubleheader today, Reds over the Cardinals 3-1, Nats over the Braves 8-4, Giants over the Phillies 8-4, Padres over the Marlins 2-1, Mariners over the Astros 3-2. All right, today's game is 4 o'clock. Doubleheader game 1, Dodgers Mets from Citi Field. Tyler Glasnow and Tyler McGill. Dodgers -10, Mets +176, over under 8.5, overs -105, unders -115. Dodgers -1.5 is -126, Mets +1.5 is +105. Tough one. I'm going to go with the under. 6:30, Red Sox O's. Brian Balow and Grayson Rodriguez. O's -162, Red Sox +136, over under 8, overs -115, others -105. Boston +1.5 is -154, O's -1.5 +128. I like the over. Pirates Tigers. Jared Jones and Tariq Skubal. Ooh, nice pitching matchup. Tigers -152, Pirates +128, over under 7, overs -104, unders -118. Pirates +1.5 is -182, Tigers -1.5 is +150. I like the under. Cardinals Reds. Kyle Gibson, Andrew Abbott. Reds -120, Cards +102, over under 9.5, overs -105, unders -115. Cards -1.5 is +155, Reds +1.5 is -188. Cardinals favored on the run line, Reds favored on the money line. I'm like the under, though, in this game. 650, A's Rays. Mitch Spence, Zach Little. Rays -166, A's +140, over under 7.5, overs -132, unders even money. A's +1.5 is -172, Rays -1.5 is +140. I'm going with the under, but I don't feel good about it. 7 o'clock on TBS, doubleheader game 2, Dodgers Mets, Gavin Stone, Jose Quintana. Dodgers -162, Mets +136, over under 8.5, overs -115, unders -106. Dodgers -1.5 is +102, Mets +1.5 is -122, Dodger run line. 7:20, Nats Braves. Jake Irvin and Max Fried. Braves -255, Nats +210, over under 8.5, overs -8, unders -112. Nats +1.5 is +102, Braves -1.5 is -122. I hate this pick because this is betting against the situation. I'm taking the Nationals straight up +210. I'm going with the monster money line tonight because of the situation, which we'll get to in news and notes. 7:30, Cubs Brewers. Ben Brown and Freddie Peralta. This is obviously Craig Counsell's return to Milwaukee. As they played there yesterday, too. Brewers minus 158, Cubs plus 134, over under 7.5, overs minus 122, others even money. Cubs plus 1.5 is minus 156, Brewers minus 1.5 is plus 130. I'm going to go with the Cubs straight up plus 134. I think they'll bounce back. The Cubs are only 500. You would think they're better than that. Royals Twins. Cole Reagans and Simeon Woods Richardson. Royals minus 120, Twins plus 102, over under 8, overs even money, unders minus 122. Royals minus 1.5 is plus 136, Twins plus 1.5 is minus 64. I'm taking Minnesota plus 102 outright. Blue Jays White Sox. Kevin Gausman and Mike Clevenger. Jays minus 220, White Sox plus 184, over under 8, overs minus 108, unders minus 112. Jays minus 1.5 is minus 125, White Sox plus 1.5 is plus 104. I'm going to go with the over. 8 o'clock, D-backs Rangers. Brandon Pfaadt, Dane Dunning. So you have the World Series winner against the World Series runner-up. So it's a World Series rematch. So that's funny. D-backs minus 118. Rangers even money, over under 8.5. Overs minus 122. Unders even money. D-backs minus 1.5 is plus 146. Rangers plus 1.5 is minus 178. I'm going to go with the Rangers outright at even money. Next up is Guardians Rockies. Tristan McKenzie, Ryan Feltner. Guardians minus 136. Rockies plus 116, over under 10.5. Overs minus 102. Unders minus 120. Guardians minus 1.5 is plus 108. Rockies plus 1.5 is minus 30. I'm going to lay the run line with the Guardians. All right, next up. 9:30 Yankees Angels. Nestor Cortez, Griffin Canning. Yankees minus 184, Angels plus 154, over under 9, overs minus 104, unders minus 118. Yankees minus 1.5 is minus 115, Angels plus 1.5 is minus 104. I want to take the Angels at the plus 154, but the Yankees are really good, and it's hard to go against them right now, so I'm going to go with the over instead. Astros Mariners. Hunter Brown and Luis Castillo. Mariners minus 30, Astros plus 110, over under 7.5. Overs minus 06, unders minus 114. Astros plus 1.5 is minus 196. Mariners minus 1.5 is plus 162. I'm going with the over because Hunter Brown's been stinking up the joint. Marlins Padres, Jesus Luzardo, Matt Waldron. Padres minus 130, Marlins plus 110, over under 7, overs minus 120, unders minus 102. Marlins plus 1.5 is minus 20, Padres minus 1.5 is plus 172. I'm going to go with the Marlins out right here, plus 110 as a dog. And last but not least, 9:45, Phillies Giants, Zach Wheeler and TBD. Phillies minus 198, Giants plus 166, over under 7.5, overs minus 115, unders minus 105. Phillies minus 1.5 is minus 111, Giants plus 1.5 is minus 108. I'm going to lay the run line with the Phillies. Now move on to the WNBA. We'll go over the results from the weekend and look ahead to tonight's games. Friday, Fever over the Sparks 78-73 as they finally get their first win. Saturday, Sun over the Sky 86-82. Lynx over to Liberty 84-67. Fever. Actually, Aces beat the Fever 99-80. Storm over to Mystics 101-69. Wings over to Mercury 107-92. Sunday, Lynx over to Dream 92-79. And the Wings over to Sparks 84-83. All right. 7 o'clock, CBS Sports Network. Mercury Sun. The Sun are giving 8, totals 166. That's a lot of points. Giving the Mercury getting the 8. 7 o'clock NBA TV, Sparks Fever. Fever giving 5, totals 165.5. I don't like going against Caitlin Clark a lot, but That's too big of a number. I think the Fever are overhyped. They only won that one game. They shouldn't be that big of a favorite. Give me the Sparks plus the 5. And then Storm Sky. The Storm are giving 3 totals, 166. I'll lay the 3 on the road with the Storm, although that's a little risky. All right, now move on to soccer. We had a lot of soccer over the weekend. We'll start with MLS. It was all Saturday. LAFC over Atlanta 1-0. Montreal, Nashville 0-0 draw. Charlotte, Philly 0-0 draw. DC United, Chicago 1-1 draw. And NYCFC over New England 1-0. Columbus over Orlando 2-0. Cincinnati over Toronto 4-3. Dallas, Salt Lake 3-3 draw. Seattle over St. Louis 2-1. Colorado, Minnesota 3-3 draw. Galaxy over Houston 2-1. Portland over KC 2-1. San Jose, Austin 1-1 draw. Miami over Vancouver 2-1. USL from the weekend. Friday, El Paso over Charleston 2-1. Hartford over Monterey Bay 2-1. Oakland over Tulsa 1-0. Then Saturday, Rhode Island, Louisville 0-0 draw. Indy over Phoenix 2-1. North Carolina over Miami FC 4-0. Tampa over Vegas 2-1. Memphis over Pittsburgh 2-1 or 2-0. New Mexico over San Antonio 2-1. Loudoun over Orange County 2-0. Sacramento, Birmingham 0-0 draw. The Women's League. Orlando over Portland 2-1. Washington over Seattle 3-2. This is all Friday, by the way. Houston over North Carolina 3-0. Gotham over Bay FC 2-0. Saturday, Louisville over Chicago 1-0. And KC over Utah 1-0. And then we got MX Finals. America over Cruz Azul 1-0. As America wins on aggregate 2-1. Henry Martin, 70th minute penalty kick. 15th trophy in club history. Back-to-back titles, good for Club America. La Liga, Osasuna Villarreal 1-1 draw. Atletico over Real Sociedad 2-0. Almeria over Cadiz 6-1. Atletico over Rayo 1-0. Real Madrid Betis 0-0 draw. That was Saturday. Friday, Girona over Granada 7-0. And Sunday, Mallorca over Getafe 2-1. Celta Vigo Valencia 2-2 draw. Las Palmas Alaves 1-1 draw. Barcelona over Sevilla 2-1. Serie A, Friday, Genoa over Bologna 2-0. Saturday, Juventus over Monza 2-0. Milan Salernitana 3-3 draw. And then Sunday, Atalanta over Torino 3-0. Napoli Lecce 0-0 draw. Empoli over AS Roma 2-1. Udinese over Frosinone 1-0. Verona Inter Milan 2-2 draw. Lazio Sassuolo 1-1 draw. And then Saturday we have Atalanta Fiorentina. So that is going to be the last game of the season, which we'll get to come the weekend. I'm just double checking. Okay, so the English League Championship, Southampton over Leeds 1-0 in the promotional final. So Southampton to the Premier League. Adam Armstrong, 24th minute. So congrats to Southampton to going back to the Premier League. Dutch Eredivisie. Go Ahead Eagles over FC Utrecht 2-1 in additional extra time in the Europa Conference Playoffs final. As they come back from 1-0 down. So good for the Go Ahead Eagles. For the finals there. That's pretty cool. for them coming out of the 9 spot in that league. The Saudi Pro League, everybody played Monday. Ali over Faya 1-0. Hazim over Abba 2-1. Raya over Khalij 2-1. Nasser over Idiad 4-2. Shabab over Fateh 3-2. Tawoon over Edifak 1-0. Akdod over Tai 2-1. Halal over Wada 2-1. Damak Raid 1-1 draw. All right, today we have the Libertadores group stage. A couple of these 6 o'clock. LDU and Universiado. So, trying to pull this up if they have it. No, they do not. LD is minus 20. UNI is 6-1. The draw is plus 340. I like the draw plus 340. Penarol and Rosario Central. Penarol's even money. Rosario plus 290. Draw plus 225. I'm going with Penn at even money. Athletic Junior and Botafogo. Junior plus 175. Botafogo plus 160. Draw plus 220. I'm going with the draw plus 220. Atletico MG and Caracas. Atletico MG is minus 1250. Caracas is 20-1. The draw is 10-1. Atletico MG, you throw in any money line parlay possible. Now I'm going ESPN bet. Flamengo and Millonarios. Flamengo minus 750. Millonarios is 15-1. The draw is plus 750. I'm going to go over 3.5 goals at plus 120. And last but not least, Bolivar and Palestino. And these last 2 games are 8 o'clock. Bolivar minus 380. Palestino 8-1. The draw is plus 500. I'm going to go over 3.5 goals here too at plus 110. So there's a couple playoff qualifying games in soccer as well. We have German Bundesliga 2 relegation playoffs at 2:30. You have Wiesbaden and SSV John Regensburg. So Wayhan's minus 115, John's plus 280, draw plus 240. This is the second leg, tied on aggregate. So Wayne's in German 2. And then John is in and 2 as well. I'm going to go with weigh-in at minus 115. And then Dutch Eredivisie promotion relegation playoffs, 2 o'clock. You have Excelsior and NAC Breda. It's the first leg. Excelsior is going to win that game. No doubt about it. All right, now move on to golf. We did a lot of soccer there. We will quickly go over the results from the Charles Schwab Challenge. Winning the challenge at 14 under, Davis Riley. Tied for second, 9 under, Scotty Scheffler and Keegan Bradley. Fourth, 8 under, Colin Morikawa. Tied for fifth with 5 under, Substraka, Hayden Buckley, Mac Meisner, and Pearson Cootie. Tied for ninth with 4 under, Robbie Shelton, David Lipsky, Sun J.M. Tied for 12th with 3 under, Chandler Phillips, Lucas Hodges, Lucas Glover, Adam Scott, J.T. Potson. Tied for 17th with 2 under. David Thompson, Tony Finau, Christian Ziedenhout, Matt Kuchar, Alejandro Tossi, Taylor Hogue, Matt McNeely. Tied for 24th with 1 under. Kevin Tway, Brian Harman, Dylan McCarthy, Min-Woo Lee, Matt Neesmith, Adam Svensson, Brett Horschel, Tom Kim. Tied for 32nd at even, Aaron Ray, Justin Rose, Ben Silverman, Kyung-Gu Lee, Ryan Fox. Tied for 37th with 1 over. Do notables now. Martine Lawyer, Ricky Fowler, Keith Mitchell, Ben Martin, Jordan Spieth, Peter Malnati, Joseph Burnett, C.T. Pond. Tied for 45th with 2 over. Zach Johnson, Troy Merritt, Daniel Berger, Gary Woodland, Patrick Rogers. Tied for 50th with 3 over. Webb Simpson, Brendan Todd. Doug Gavin, Kevin Sterling, Charlie Hoffman, Victor Perez. Tied for 56th with 4 over. Tyler Duncan, Cam Davis, Saiwoo Kim, Thomas Citri, Joel Dahman. Tied for 61st with 5 over. S.H. Kim, Parker Cootie, CAU. 64th with 6 over. Emiliano Grillo tied for 65th with 7 over. Austin Smotherman, Mark Hubbard, Kevin Kistner, Nate Hardy. Tied for 70th with 9 over. Callum Tarrant, Victor Norman. Cut. Notables. Justin Sue, Scott Stevens, Brendan Wu, B.O. Hostler, Harry English, Andrew Novak. Sean Kim, Ben Griffin, Nate Lashley, Nicholas Echevarria, Grayson Sigg, Eric Cole, Brad Snecker, Rio Hisatune, Sam Ryder, Rory Savantini, Wesley Bryan, Taylor Moore, Cornelia Vegas, Luke List, Austin Eckroat, Jimmy Stranger, Michael Kim, Tyson Alexander, Sammy Valimaki, Ben Coles, Robert McIntyre, JJ Spawn, Trevor Whitney, Harry Springer, Dylan Wu, Raja Campos, Jason Hadley, Ashke Bahita, Chris Kirk, Chester V, Justin Lauer, Michael Block, Matthias Schmid, Adam Putnam, Matt Trainer, Chris Goddard, Max Grieserman, Chad Ramey, Max Homa, Carson Young, D.A. Skins, Zach Blair, Ryan Palmer, Grayson Higo, Jimmy Walker, Harry Hall, Nicholas Hojard, Eric Barnes, Paul Haley, Ben Taylor, and withdrawing Alex Smalley, Adam Schenk. Now move on to NASCAR. We will talk about the results from the weekend. We'll start with the Truck Series from Charlotte. Coming in first was Nick Sanchez. Coming in second, Swerve Racing. Third, Grant Effinger. Fourth, Matt Mills. Fifth, Ben Rhodes. Sixth, Jake Garcia. Seventh, Caden Honeycutt. Eighth, Connor Mozak. Ninth, Dean Thompson. 10th, Christian X. The rest, Connor Jones, Tanner Gray, Chase Purdy, Brett Holmes, Brett Moffitt, Raja Caruth, Tanner Gray, Mason Massey, Daniel Dye, Spencer Boyd, James Wood, Timmy Hill, Ty Majeski, Ty Dillon, Stephon Parsons, Bailey Curry, Mason Maggio, Lawless Riggs, Memphis Villarreal, Lawless Allen, Matt Crafton, Tanner Ankrum, Thad Moffitt, Keith McGee, Jeffrey Earnhardt, and Corey Heim. Xfinity from the weekend from Charlotte. Your winner was Chase Elliott. Coming in second is Brandon Jones. Third, Sammy Smith. Fourth, Sam Meyer. Fifth, AJ Allmendinger. Sixth, Kyle Busch. Seventh, Ryan Sieg. Eighth, Josh Williams. Ninth, Ty Gibbs. 10th, Noah Gragson. The rest, Kyle Weatherman, Tanner Gray, Jeremy Clements, Parker Retzlaff, Shane Van Gisbergen, Anthony Alfredo, Jeb Burton, Chandler Smith, Kyle Sieg, Haley Deegan, J.J. Yeley, Dawson Cram, Lawless Honeyman, Garrett Smithley, Austin Hill, Matt DiBenedetto, Ryan Ellis, Jesse Love, Natalie Decker, Parker Emmerling, Brennan Poole, Cole Custer, Justin Algier, Dean Thompson, Blaine Perkins, Sheldon Creed, Parker Kligerman, and Riley Herbst. So that was a bust finish pick for me. And then the Coca-Cola 600 from Sunday night. Your winner was Chris Bell. Coming in second, Brad Keselowski. Third, William Byron, 4th, Tyler Reddick, 5th, Denny Hamlin, 6th, Ty Gibbs, 7th, Chase Elliott, 9th, Ross Chastain, 9th, Alex Bowman, 10th, Josh Berry. The rest, Bubba Wallace, Martin Truex Jr., Justin Allgaier, Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Michael McDowell, Todd Gilliland, Daniel Hemrick, Eric Jones, Austin Cindric, Carson Osbar, Justin Haley, Chris Boucher, Daniel Suarez, Chase Briscoe, Ryan Preece, Austin Dillon, my bad, Shane Van Gisbergen, Jimmy Johnson, John Hunter Nemechek, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Harrison Burton, Zane Smith, Kaz Grella, Corey LaJoie, Ty Dillon, BJ McLeod, Noah Gragson, Ryan Blaney, and J.J. Yealy. All right, F1. We had a race from the weekend as well. It was the Monaco Grand Prix. And you had somebody different in the winner's circle with a 2:23.15 and a halftime, 25 points. Charles Leclerc. Congrats to Leclerc on the win. Coming in second with 18 points, finishing just over 7 seconds back is Oscar Piastri. Coming in third with 7.5 seconds back, 15 points, Carlos Sainz Jr. Fourth with 12 points with 8.5 seconds back, Lando Norris. Fifth with 10 points with a little over 13.25 seconds, George Russell. Coming in sixth with 8 points with almost 14 seconds back, Max Verstappen. Seventh with 7 points with 14 seconds back, almost 15 seconds back actually, was Lewis Hamilton, who was my value pick to win the race. Finishing a lap back with 4 points, Yuki Tsunoda. Ninth with 2 points and 1 lap back, Alex Albon. And 10th with 1 lap back and 1 point, Pierre Gasly. The rest, Fernando Alonso, Daniel Ricciardo, Valtteri Bottas, Lance Stroll, Logan Sargent, Guanyu Zhou, Esteban Ocon, Sergio Perez, Nico Hulkenberg, and Kevin Magnussen. So the key here for F1, if you want to beat Max, try getting the pole. So the Canadian Grand Prix is not this weekend, it's next weekend. And we also had the Indy 500, which we forgot to preview and predict. So your winner was Joseph Newgarden. Second was Pato O'Ward. Third, Scott Dixon. Fourth, Alexander Rossi. Fifth, Alex Palou. Sixth, Scott McLaughlin. Seventh, Kyle Kirkwood. Eighth, Santino Ferrucci. Ninth, Rinus VeeKay. 10th, Connor Daly. 11th, Callum Ilott. 12th, Christian Rasmussen. 13th, Christian Lundgaard. 14th, Takuma Sato. 15th, Graham Rawl. 16th, Stingray Robb. 17th, Ed Carpenter. 18th, Kyle Larson. 19th, Romain Grosjean. 20th, Helio Castroneves. 21st, Kiffin Simpson. 22nd, Augustine Canapino. 23rd, Colin Herta. 24th, Will Power. 25th, Marco Andretti. 26th, Ryan Hunter-Reay. 27th, Felix Rosenqvist. 28th, Linus Lundqvist. 29th, Catherine Legg. 30th, Marcus Armstrong. 31st, Tom Blomqvist. 32nd, Marcus Ericsson. And 33rd, Pietro Fittipaldi. That was the Indy 500. Now we'll go over the results from the French Open from the weekend and look ahead to today's matches. We'll start in the men's. We'll start with Sunday. Stan Wawrinka over Andy Murray in 3 sets. Sebastian Ofner over Terrence Atame in 5 sets. Corentin Motet over Nicholas Chowry in 4 sets. Daniel Altmaier over Laszlo Dejaer in 5 sets. 27 seed Sebastian Korda over Harold Myatt in 3 sets. Fabian Marozsan over Mikhail Kukushkin in 3 sets. Kei Nishioka over Gabriel Diallo in 5 sets. Zazu Bergs over Alejandro Tabilo in 4 sets. Alexandre Muller over Luca Nardi in 3 sets. Richard Gasquet over Borna Koric in 3 sets. 3-seed Carlos Alcaraz over J.J. Wolf in 3 sets. Maximilian Martyr over Jordan Thompson in 3 sets. Grigor Dimitrov, your 10-seed, over Alexander Kovacek in 3 sets. 8-seed Hubert Hurkacz over Shintaro Machuski in 5 sets. Jesper de Jong over Jake Draper in 5 sets. Pedro Martinez over Thiago Tarante in 5 sets. Brandon Nakashima over Nicholas Moreno de Alboran in 4 sets. ZZ Zhang over Alexander Vukic in 4 sets. Lorenzo Sonego over 17-seed Hugo Humbert in 4 sets. Andre Rublev, your 6-seed, over Taro Daniel in 4 sets. A canceled match was Jacob Mensik and 7-seed Casper Rudd. Alright, and then yesterday's results. 5-seed Daniil Medvedev over Dominic Kofer in 4 sets. Fabio Fognini over Botic van de Zandschulp in 3 sets. Gael Monfils over Thiago Seyboth-Wild in 4 sets. Dusan Lajovic over Roman Safulin in 5 sets. Miomir Kekmanovic over Thiago Monteiro in 4 sets. Denis Shapovalov over Luca Van Esch in 3 sets. 14-seed Tommy Paul over Pedro Chassin in 3 sets. Filip Miskolik over Otto Virtanen in 5 sets. 25-seed Francis Tiafoe over Maria Bellucci in 5 sets. 30-seed Lorenzo Musetti over Daniel Galan in 3 sets. 23-seed Francisco Cerundolo over Yannick Hanfmann in 3 sets. Pavel Klodov upsets 32-seed Cam Norrie in 5 sets. How about this? 4-seed Alexander Zverev over unranked Rafael Nadal in 3 sets. What happened to Nadal? That was a stunning result. You would have thought that would have been more competitive. 18-seed Karen Kaknavov over Sumit Nagal in 3 sets. Matteo Arnaldi defeats 29th-seed Arthur Fils in 4 sets. Joseph Kolovic beats Marco Giron in 4 sets. 20-seed Sebastian Baez beats Gustavo Hide in 5 sets. 19-seed Stefano Tsitsipas beats Martin Fucsovics in 3 sets. SW Kwan over Emil Ruusuvuori in 3 sets. 15-seed Ben Shelton beats Hugo Gaston in 3 sets. 2-seed Jannik Sinner beats Chris Eubanks in 3 sets. Alexander Shevchenko over Aslan Karasev in 5 sets. Henry Square beats Max Purcell in a classic 5-game set. And 21-seed Felix Auger-Aliassime beats Yoshihito Nishioka in 3 sets. Canceled match Philip Mislowick and Chris O'Connell. Alright, and now early this morning, 5 a.m. first round, Nuno Borges, Tomas Machak, Jaume Munar and Roberto Batista Agut, Arthur Rinderach and Adam Walton, 31-seed Mariano Navone and Pablo Carrena, 11-seed Alex Demeanor and Alex Mickelson, 6-15 Rinky Hijikata and Lanciado Dardere, Giulio Zaperi and 22-seed Adrian Manarino, David Goffin and Giovanni Nfetsi Pericard, Mackenzie McDonald and 26-seed Talon Grigspor, 2018, Thomas Echeverry and Arthur Kazuk. Valentin Vancharot and Alejandro Davidovich Fokina. 7 o'clock, 12 seed Taylor Fritz and Thariso Coria. Alexei Popyrin and Thanase Kakiankis. Felipe Alves and 7 seed Casper Rudd. 8:15, Roman Burachoga and Jan Leonard Struff. Flavio Coboli and Hamad Medjovic. 9:30, Roberto Caralbas Baena and Constant Lestien. Dan Evans and 13 seed Holger Rune. Georgi Barari and 19 seed Alexander Bublik. And at 2:15, 1 seed Novak Djokovic and Pierre Hughes Herbert. Okay, to the women's side now. First round. Sunday. Katie Volinets beats Alexandra Krunik in 2. Zina Wong over Julie Niemeyer in 3. Olga Dadovic beats Martina Trezevan in 2. Victoria Golubic beats 24 seed Barbora Krejcikova in 2. Tamara Zinanek beats Alison Van Uytvanck in 3. Clara Tauson beats Tajana Maria in 2. Clay Paquette beats Diana Schneider in 2. Zia Wong beats Zhuan Bei in 3. Amanda Anisimova beats Rebecca Sremkova in 2. 21 seed Caroline Garcia beats Evelis in 3. 32 seed Katerina Siniakova beats Dalma Golfi in 2. Sophia Kenin beats Laura Siegman in 3. 19 Jelena Ostapenko beats Jacqueline Christian in 2. Jonna Fett beats Jessica Buzas in 3. 18 Marta Kosiak beats Laura Pagosi in 3. Naomi Osaka beats Lucia Bronzetti in 3. YF Wong beats Maria Timofeeva in 2. Marie Buskova upsets 2019 Veronika Kudermetova in 2. 30 Diana Yastremka beats Alja Tomajevic in 3. Donna Vechik beats Lizia Sarenko in a walkover. Hopefully Sarenko's okay. Zena Wong and Taylor Townsend canceled. And then yesterday's results, first round. Elizabeth Cocorado upsets 13 Beatriz Haddad Maya in 3. Bernardo Pera over Neo Habino in 2. Anna Bogdan over Elsa Jakmot in 2. Christina Buska beats Yulia Strabosiwa in 2. Marina Camila Begu beats Julia Rira in 2. Diane Perry beats Fiona Farrow in 3. 2017 Linda Noskova beats Harriet Dart in 3. Varvara Gracheva upsets 16 Maria Sakkari in 3. Bianca Andreescu beats Sarah Sorribes Tomo in 2. 15 Alina Civiltina over Carolina Pliskova in 3. Usually those ladies would face off in a later round. That's kind of similar to the Nadal Zverev thing from the men's side. Kamea Osorio over Annalena Kaliana in 3 in a walkover. 23 seed Anna Kalinskaya over Clara Burrell in 2. 11 seed Danielle Collins beats Caroline Doherty in 2. 20 seed Anastasia Pavlyuchova over Pana Udvari in 2. 3 seed Coco Gauff beats Julia Avita in 2. 31 seed Leylah Fernandez over Jessica Ponchette in 2. Victoria Tomova upsets 16 seed Ekaterina Alexandrova in 2. 1 seed Iga Swiatek beats Leila Janjan in 2. 18 Ons Jabeur beats Satya Vikari in 2. Anastasia Potapova over Kamila Rakimova in 2. 17 seed Lumia Samsova beats Magda Lynette in 2. Haley Baptist beats Kayla Day in 3. 12 seed Jasmine Paolini beats Darius Savali in 2. 5 seed Marketa Vontrasova beats Rebecca Masarova in 2. And Kayla Day was supposed to play Oshane Doden, but that was canceled. Alright, and then today at 5 a.m. this morning, Petra Martic, Kristina Mladenovic, Anna Bukova, 28 seed Sarana Seresta. Lin Zhu, Alina Avasayan. Ashlyn Kruger, Tamara Korpach. Great Minin, 4 seed Elena Rabakina, 6 o'clock. 7 seed Quinn Zhang and Elias Cordet. Yu Yuan and Meyer Sheriff. Now 7 o'clock. Actually, the Sheriff Yuan match was 7 as well. Aronska Rus, Angelique Kerber. 8:15, 2060, Katie Bolter, Paula Badosa. Mira Andreeva, Amina Betkas. Zineb Sumnez and 22 seed Emma Navarro. Magdalena French, 10 seed Daria Kasakina. Lucia Crick, Bagaric, Peyton Stearns. 9 o'clock, 14 seed Madison Keys, Renata Zarazula. 9:15, Erica Andreeva and 2 seed Arena Sablenka. 9:30, Sarah Arani and Anna Carolina Schmidlova. 10:15, Yulia Putintseva, Solane Stevens. Irene Barrio Escorlea and Mayuka Uchajima. And last but not least, 19th, Victoria Azarenka and Nadia Podoroska. So we're loaded today with French Open. All right, now I'm going to recap the season finale of The Masked Singer. It was a fantastic finale. Gumball and Goldfish. So Gumball went first. He said he was only successful a handful of times. Almost 2 decades on TV nonstop. Fight to be seen. He performed Latch by Disclosure featuring Sam Smith. And the guests talked about the judges talked about their guesses throughout and now. Ken said Jamie Dornan and Taryn Killam. Jenny said James Marsden, Teddy Lasso, Jason Sudeikis, and Derek Huff. Robinson, Kevin Jonas, Zach Levi, James Vanderbeek, Derek Huff, Rita, Chase Portfit, Jack Black, Taylor Kitsch, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Goldfish. She talks about not being good at expressing herself as a child. She talks about being a part of a working class family with zero Hollywood connections. She talks about not being a parent yet. She said she was an actress first, singing second. And she performed Heart of Glass by Blondie. Wasn't a fan of this performance by her. And then guesses throughout and now, Rita, Leah Michelle, Nina Dobrev, Vanessa Hudgens, Jenny, Selena Gomez, Sarah Hyland, Jerry-Ann Huff. Robin was dead set on Hilary Duff. Ken, Carly Rae Jepsen, Kristen Stewart, Nicole Scherzinger, which was dumb. And then we had their last prime delivery moment of the season. Rita rang the bell, and it was the Golden Mask Trophy. Round 2, Gumball sang Renegade by Styx, and Goldfish with Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me by Elton John. And there was a surprise clue before the winner was unveiled. It was not the first time Gumball and Goldfish have been co-stars. So that's wild. So Goldfish, of course, wins. Gumball's runner-up. So my final guess for Gumball, based on that surprise final clue, but they've been co-stars in the past, I went with Kevin Jonas for Gumball. And I'm not going to give away who my Goldfish guess was yet. But it'll make sense to why I went with Kevin Jonas for Gumball. Jenny and Robin said Derek Huff. Ken said Taryn Killam. Rita said Joseph Gordon-Levitt. And it was Scott Porter no one got Gumball right. And I had a feeling nobody was going to get Gumball right. So that was a big surprise. So that is absolutely crazy. And that was just crazy. No one saw that coming. And Goldfish won. My final guess was Selena Gomez, and Kevin Jonas and Selena Gomez were obviously co-stars on Hannah Montana and several other Disney stuff. And I was convinced this was Selena Gomez. Rita and Jenny both said Vanessa Hudgens. Ken went with Nicole Scherzinger. Robin said Hilary Duff, and it was Vanessa Hudgens. Rita and Jenny were correct. Congrats to them. So Vanessa Hudgens, pretty nice get for the show. Makes sense. She was the best contestant from start to finish. I was hoping this was going to be Selena Gomez. But it makes sense because Vanessa and Demi did a lot of stuff together when they were younger. So Vanessa Hudgens does make sense for Goldfish. And Vanessa and Scott Porter were in Band Slam together. So that is really freaking crazy. And obviously Scott Porter is known for being in Friday Night Lights. Hudgens, Vanessa was in High School Musical and a lot of other Disney shows growing up. All right, so there you have it for Masked Singer finale. Move on to news and notes now. We have to start with the worst news anybody could have gotten on their Memorial Day Monday. Bill Walton passed away at the age of 71 after a prolonged battle of cancer. I am heartbroken. Thoughts and prayers go to Walton's family, his friends, his former teammates, his colleagues. He was one of the greatest players of his era. He turned into one of the best broadcasters of his era. And my memories with him are the crazy times he had, especially with Dave Pasch calling Pac-12 basketball. And it's just a shame. And this news, it came out of nowhere. I didn't even know he was battling cancer. I'm sure people close to him knew that. I'm sure Dave knew that, Dave Pasch. But, in fairness to his family, I don't think they wanted it that public. We had devastating news on Memorial Day Monday. And he'll sorely be missed by everybody. And also, we had another death, unfortunately, in the sports world. Golfer Grayson Murray passed away as well, as he passed unexpectedly after withdrawing from the Charles Schwab Challenge. When I went through the withdrawals, I did not include Murray, only because I had to talk about this in this segment. And then it was reported that it was suicide, which is awful. That's just really, really sad. Thoughts and prayers to his family. He was 30 years old. And he was a two-time winner. He, I think, was a pretty decent golfer. And it's just very sad that this happened. And it's just yet another reminder. If you need help, get help. And again, thoughts and prayers to his family, his friends, and his PGA mates, so his peers. So just awful news. And the other awful news we had from the weekend is that Ronald Acuna tore his ACL and is out for the season. That just really sucks. I mean, yeah, he was struggling early on in the year, but he tore his ACL and now is out for the season. That's still a devastating blow for the Atlanta Braves and the sport of Major League Baseball. He was your reigning NL MVP. And this is the second time he's had a season-ending injury. So that's just awful. And now we'll see if the Braves make trades at the deadline to make up for his absence like they did last time he got hurt. Or with this Strider injury, depending on how they do between now and the trade deadline. Do they end up doing the unthinkable and being a seller? I think this was my pick to win the World Series before the year. If they're out of it by the trade deadline, I'm crossing them off. But yeah, really sad baseball news there. Jose Ramirez says he's better than Barry Bonds, which is crazy. Did anyone see the wild video of the rainstorm in St. Louis? As Busch Stadium stairs looked like a waterfall. Shohei Ohtani has an injured hamstring. Dave Roberts says Ohtani's been playing through the injury. And he's progressing in recovery from Tommy John surgery as he's increased pitching distance. MLB umpire Angel Hernandez retires after 3+ decades. He was one of the worst umpires I've ever seen, if not the very worst. Everybody was celebrating his retirement on social media last night. Even people like Adam Shine. That's how bad of an umpire Angel Hernandez was. To respectable media people like Adam Shine are celebrating your retirement. That's how you know you weren't good at your job. I'm sorry. So the Kraken are hiring Dan Belizma as their next head coach. They miss out on Ron Brindamore as he decides to stay with the Canes, and now they hire former Penguins and Sabres coach Dan Belizma. I don't know if I like this hire or not. Belizma failed miserably with the Sabres, and he obviously was really good in Pittsburgh. Jaylen Brown actually won the Eastern Conference Finals MVP over Jason Tatum, despite Tatum averaging more points in the series. You can make a case Tatum was robbed of that award, but let's face it, Jaylen Brown hit the biggest shot of that series. And if he doesn't hit that shot, maybe it's probably 3-1 Boston if he doesn't hit that shot, because Halliburton probably... Let's see if Halliburton still gets hurt in Game 2, despite if the Pacers are up 1-0. They're probably ended in 5. So, yeah. I think because of that shot. So the Yankees were in San Diego over the weekend, and Juan Soto got booed. That's not surprising. He wanted out of there. Becky Hammon rips the negativity surrounding Caitlin Clark. Zach Edey impressed teams. Teams like Edey's serious-minded approach in interviews. I think he's going to be a lottery pick. Miguel Sano suffers a burn injury, and he accidentally burned his knee with a heating pad. Derek Lively out for Game 4 with a neck injury. That's a big blow for the Mavs, although Maxi Kleber should be back tonight. And I got to be honest, they probably don't play Kleber tonight if Lively's not hurt. Mbappe decision coming in a few days as he confirms his new club will be unveiled coming soon. So, Flick's going to be the next coach at Barca, the former Germany coach. He signed a 2-year deal coming up soon. So they're talking about J.J. Redick's potential staff with the Lakers. Jared Dudley among names mentioned if the Lakers hire Redick. Kenny Atkinson is the leader for the Cavaliers job. Knicks assistant Johnny Bryant also linked. No extension for Mike Brown they tabled talks, according to Woj. The Clippers are eyeing Chris Paul and Kyle Lowry. And then the Clippers are unwilling to give Paul George more than Kawhi's 3-year, $152.4 million. That's crazy. The ABS system is coming soon as MLB could formally introduce automated ball strike system in 2026. Juan Soto is keeping options open as Juan's response to his impending free agency. The Yankees and the media need to put this to bed. The Yankees are having a good season so far, and if they start losing and the season goes out of whack, that's going to become a distraction. They did not let Judge's free agency become a distraction. So they shouldn't keep Juan's free agency. They shouldn't let that be a distraction either. We talked about that White Sox interference call the other day, as the league told the White Sox obstruction call to end game should not have been made. Which it shouldn't have been, but I obviously think that bad teams don't get those calls. Just saying, it happens in every sport. If you're that bad, not that you don't deserve the call, but in that situation, the White Sox probably should have gotten the call. That's what the league's admitting. But like I said, if you're a bad team, you usually don't get a lot of calls. But that's a call that they should have got. So there's a Japanese pitcher out there, Roki Sasaki, who may be posted, as teams are planning for the possibility of this Japanese ace to come to the U.S. this offseason. That would be amazing. So all these Japanese pitchers are coming here and have been major hits. Shota Imanaga, everybody missed out on him. Where were the Mets on that one? Part of me does want to say where are the Yankees on that one, but the Yankees rotation has been amazing, so I can't not say that. I probably would have said that in March when Garrett Cole got hurt, but I can't say it about the Yankees when all their starters have an ERA under 4. Sorry. The Yankees starters all have ERAs under 3.5. So I can't say where were they on Shota Imanaga. But you could absolutely say that about the Mets. You could say that about the Braves with their injuries. You could say that about, I can't say about the Phillies. They're good. You could even arguably say about the Orioles, but they're playing well, so I can't say that about them. But to me, the biggest one was where the hell were the Mets on that one? Jaguars kicker Brandon McManus is being sued as he was accused of sexually assaulting 2 flight attendants during Jags' flight to London last year. Yikes. There was a Pac-12 gear fire sale as conference stopping everything for $5 of final tournaments being wrapped up. Former Kentucky guard DJ Wagner convinced to Arkansas as he follows John Calipari. Bronny James rises up 44 spots in latest post-combine rankings. I still think he's overhyped because of his father. Sorry. He's not good. Listen, I could be proven wrong about Bronny, but the case for Bronny is that he stunk last year because he had the heart issue. That's the case that Bronny is much better than what he showed. Because that heart issue set him back. But I still don't think he's this amazing player. And you can make a case his younger brother Bryce James is better. The SEC is discussing a rule change as mandates for teams to report player availability during week of games will be discussed during league meetings. International prospect Kasparas Chakonis is going to Illinois. He's considered a 2025 first-round pick. The 2025 draft, by the way, is going to be great. Brandon Ayuk wants a deal like Amon-Ra St. Brown, says he's using St. Brown's $28 million a year as a benchmark in extension talks. Yeah, good luck. NFL evaluating new host cities as the league is examining Paris, Dublin as potential candidates for international series. So that's pretty cool. CeeDee Lamb is patient on a new contract as he's likely waiting on Justin Jefferson's deal. Oh, because he wants more money than Justin Jefferson. Well, guess what? Justin Jefferson's probably going to wait for you because Justin Jefferson knows that he's probably the best receiver in the league. It's either him or Tyreek Hill. And what's Tyreek Hill going to say about this? NFLPA may change OTAs as union pushing to remove voluntary spring workouts for longer training camp. So we'll see about that. So that's it for the news and notes. And last but not least, my best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. So I skipped portfolio for a couple weeks because we just haven't had the time to do it. But there's a pick I liked in baseball. It's a team that's on fire. They're on the West Coast tonight. Oh. I can't bet that. Now I was going to take the Phillies on the run line, but it's minus 126 now. So I guess somebody got on it beforehand. So instead, this can come back and bite me in the ass. Full disclosure. Actually, you know what? There's one I like a little bit better than the other. I'm going to go the under in the Royals-Twins game. Under 7.5 at plus 102. I was going to take the White Sox over, but they bit me in the butt so many times. I'm going to do a 20th of a unit on under 7.5 at plus 102 between the Royals and the Twins for my best bet of the day. So there you have it for the show, and I'll be back tomorrow recapping everything and looking ahead to everything today. And I know it was a long show today because we did not have one yesterday. So hope you guys have a great day, everyone.